Everybody, NZ Blazing here, back with another video. As this time around I've got Golden State Warriors with another squad builder, but this time I have Jordan Poole as a 99 overall at the height of 6'10", playing point guard. Then you got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Kevin Looney, Dante DiVincenzo, Gary Payton, J. Michael Green, Ty Jerome, Jonathan Kuminga, Andre Iguodala, Anthony Lamb, Moses Moody, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Ryan Rollins, and that makes up your Golden State team. So I got it on Hall of Fame, injuries turned off, trades turned off, and yeah, let's get into it. So I got Jordan Poole here at 6'10", 99 overall. So we'll simulate October just to see if the thing works. So simulate through. First take a first loss to LA, then win against Denver, then lose to Sacramento, then win against the Suns, win against Miami, win against the Hornets, and win against Detroit. So check the 3-point loss against LA. Jordan Poole managed 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists, so a double-double to start off. Klay Thompson with 22, and Kuminga with 12 points. And Steph Curry's not even going to show up, so Jordan Poole's going to have all of Steph's minutes by looking at this, because Steph doesn't even show up on the timesheet. But we're doing it as a whole simulation with Jordan Poole in a 99 overall at 6'10". So we'll see how well he can go. In his first game, he walks away with a double-double. LeBron James with 37 points and 12 rebounds. D'Angelo Russell with 23 points. So King James gets a double-double. Then the win against Denver, 19 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists for 6'10" Jordan Poole. So a double-double, 14 for Klay, 12 for Kuminga. Then the loss to the Kings, Jordan Poole with 36 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, so a triple-double. 19 points for Klay, Wiggins with only 12. 23 points and 12 rebounds for Sabonis, so a double-double. And in the win against the Suns, 19 points for Kevin Durant, 15 points and 11 assists for Chris Paul, so a double-double. 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 8 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double. 19 points for Klay, 16 for Kuminga, and Lamb with only 12 points. And then we move on to the win against Miami. 27 points, 17 rebounds, and 9 assists for Jordan Poole, so another double-double for him. 25 for Klay Thompson, 21 points for Bam Adebayo, Omar Yusuf with 19, Victor Oladipo with 11, and Jimmy Butler with 10 points and 10 assists, so he gets a double-double. In the win against the Hornets, LaMelo Ball with 20 points and 10 assists, so a double-double. Jordan Poole with 39 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists, so a triple-double. 24 for Klay and 22 for Wiggins. And then we got the win against Detroit to finish off October. Jalen Duran with 18 points and 11 rebounds, so double-double. 17 for Bogdanovich and 17 for Melvin Bagley. 33 points, 17 rebounds, and 9 assists for Jordan Poole, so another double-double. Klay Thompson with 29. So we move on into November, and we'll go from November 1st to November 27th. So I've got a 5-2 record as of this stage, so we'll simulate November. So I take a win against Miami, a win against the Magic, a win against New Orleans, a win against Sacramento, and then lose to the Cavs and get a win over Sacramento, a win over the Spurs, lose to the Suns, win over the Knicks, win over the Rockets, win over New Orleans, a win over LA Clippers, a win over the Jazz, and also a win over Minnesota. So as of November 27th, we've got a record of 17-4. So we'll check the win against Miami. 21 points and 10 rebounds for Bam Adebayo, so a double-double. 27 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double. 18 for Jonathan Kuminga. In the dub against the Magic, 21 points for Paolo Bancarroll. Markel Fultz with 17. 39 points, 17 rebounds, and 8 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double. 20 points for Jonathan Kuminga. Then the win against New Orleans. 38 points coming from Zion Williamson. CJ McCollum with 23. 36 points, 10 rebounds, and 14 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 23 for Jonathan Kuminga. Draymond Green with 17, but he fouled out. And then the win against the Kings. 25 points, 15 rebounds, and 6 assists for Jordan Poole to go along with 6 blocks. So yes, another double-double. 22 for Clay and 22 for Dante DiVincenzo. 22 for De'Aaron Fox, 18 for Keegan Murray. Then the loss to the Cavs. 40 piece and 15 rebounds and 9 assists coming from Jordan Poole, so another double-double. Perfect from the free throw, going 9-9. 16 for Wiggins. Gary Payton the second with 13. 33 points coming from Donovan Mitchell. Darius Garland with 18. Then the win against the Kings. 17 for Sabonis. 14 each for Keegan Murray and Malik Monk. 37 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 21 for Andrew Wiggins. Then the win against the Spurs. 20 points for Klay Thompson, 18 for Wiggins, 15 for Jonathan Kuminga. Jordan Poole came back to earth with 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists, so a double-double for him. 19 for Keldon Johnson, 16 for Devontae Graham. Then the loss to the Suns, 28 points for Devin Booker, 23 for Kevin Durant, and 20 for Cam Payne. 29 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists for Jordan Poole, so another double-double. 12 for Jonathan Kuminga, and 10 for Klay Thompson. And then the win against the Knicks, 33 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double. 26 points for Klay, Gary Payton with 14. 22 for Julius Randle, RJ Barrett with 21, Quickly with 14. And we move on to the win against the Rockets. 19 for KPJ, Tao Eason with 17, Jalen Green with 15, 34 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists coming from 6'10 Jordan Poole, so another double-double. Andrew Wiggins with 14, Jonathan Kuminga with 14. And then the win against New Orleans, only a 6-point win. 27 points for Zion, 25 for Brandon Ingram, 18 for Jonas Valanciunas. 31 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 20 for Clay and 17 for Wiggins. Then the win against the Clippers. 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 13 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 17 for Clay, 17 for Wiggins. Paul George with 29 points, 14 for Kawhi, and Russell Westbrook struggled with only 7. Then the win against the Jazz, 33 points, 17 rebounds, and 11 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 30 piece coming from Clay, 20 piece coming from Jonathan Kuminga, 18 for Jordan Clarkson, 16 for Lauri Markkanen. And then the win against Minnesota, 31 points for Karl Anthony Towns, Naz Reid with 25, Anthony Edwards with only 20. 30 piece coming from Klay Thompson, shooting 11 of 17, 8 of 11 from 3. 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 18 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double. 20 points for Wiggins. And we move on to the end of November to the start of December. So we go from November 27th to December 18th with a 17-4 record. So we'll simulate through. We take a win over the Mavs to stop. We take a win over the Mavs to finish November. And we'll still tie Jerome, so we can send him back to the G League. Return Anthony Lamb to the G League. And then we adjust rotation manually. We give the suggested minutes to. We give 48 minutes to Jordan Poole. Chuck Clay some more minutes, and then Kuminga can have a couple more minutes each. Kuminga and Gary Payton can fight over the last few minutes. So we'll check the November 29th win against the Mavs. 25 for Kyrie Irving, Luka with 23, 28 points, 9 rebounds and 8 assists for Jordan Poole with 6 steals, 19 for Klay Thompson, Jonathan Kuminga with 14. Then we move on into December with an 18-4 record. So we'll go from November 29th to December 18th. So we'll simulate through. We take a loss to start December against the Bulls. Then we win against the Rockets, win against the Pacers, win against the Jazz, lose to the Celtics, win against the Bucks, win against the Pacers, win against the 76ers, and also win against Toronto Raptors. So as of December 18th, we've got a 25 win record and 6 losses. So we'll check the loss against the Bulls. 27 points and 22 rebounds with 3 assists for Jordan Poole, but he fouled out, so a double-double. 24 points for Klay Thompson, 13 for Jonathan Kuminga, 29 points for Zach LaVine, 23 points for DeRozan, Lonzo Ball with 19. Then the win against the Rockets, 35 points, 15 rebounds, and 14 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 20 for Klay, 17 for Wiggins, 16 for Seagun, 16 for Christopher. And then the win against the Pacers, 30-piece, 19 rebounds, and 13 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 27 points for Klay, 16 for Wiggins. Then the win against the Jazz, 32 points coming from Colin Sexton, 24 points for Talen Horton-Tucker, 35 points, 22 rebounds, and 11 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 19 for Klay Thompson. Then the 3-point loss to the Boston Celtics. 31 points, 18 rebounds, and 10 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 17 for Wiggins and 16 for Klay. 23 points and 10 rebounds for Tatum, so a double-double. Brogdon with 19. And then the win against Giannis's Bucks, 30-piece for Giannis, 23 for Middleton, and 20 for Brook Lopez. 34 points, 18 rebounds, and 9 assists for Jordan Poole, but he fouled out, so a double-double. 28 for Klay Thompson, 20 points and 12 assists for Draymond Green, so a double-double. Then the win against the Pacers, 25 for Benedict Mathurin, 18 for Buddy Hield. 37 points, 13 rebounds, and 18 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double, and 37 points also coming from Klay Thompson. Then the 4-point win over the Sixers, 20 points and 10 assists for Harden, so a double-double, 17 points and 12 rebounds for Embiid, so a double-double, 29 points, 18 rebounds, and 5 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double, 17 for Klay. And then the win over the Raptors, 22 for OG Anunoby, Gary Trent Jr. with 17, Jordan Poole with 39 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists, so a double-double, 28 for Klay Thompson. So move on and we'll finish the rest of December into January. So we'll simulate from December 18th to January 15th. So I've got a 25-6 record, so we'll simulate through. We end up taking a win over the Knicks, and we'll re-simulate again. A win over the Brooklyn Nets, and we also take a win over Memphis on Christmas Day, a win over the Hornets, a win over the Jazz, then lose to Portland on the end of December. And then to start January, we start off with a win over the Hawks. So we'll check the win over the Knicks. 27 for RJ Barrett, 21 for Julius Randle. 42 points, 15 rebounds, and 11 assists coming from Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 16 apiece for Klay Thompson and Gary Payton. And we move on to the win against Brooklyn. 23 for Spencer Dinwiddie, Cameron Johnson with 17, Cam Thomas with 11. 41 points, 26 rebounds, and 8 assists coming from Jordan Poole, so a double-double. 26 for Klay Thompson and 19 for Jonathan Kuminga. And then the win against Memphis on Christmas Day, 45 points and 21 rebounds and 9 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double. 28 for Clay, 21 for Jonathan Kuminga, 35 for Ja Morant, 21 for Desmond Bane, 20 points and 10 rebounds for Jaren Jackson Jr., so a double-double. In the win against the Hornets, we did 46 points, 22 rebounds, and 11 assists for Jordan Poole, 26 points for Clay, 22 points for Wiggins, so another triple-double for Jordan Poole, 20 for Kelly Oubre, 14 for Gordon Hayward. Then the win against the Jazz, 37 points, 20 rebounds, and 13 assists for Jordan Poole, 33 coming from Clay, 32 for Sexton, Lauri Markkanen with 22. And then the loss on December 30th to Portland, 31 points, 13 rebounds, and 13 assists for Jordan Poole. So another triple-double, 27 for Clay and a 20-piece for Jonathan Kuminga, 31 for Anthony Simons, 27 for Dame Lillard, and 25 for Jeremy Grant. And then the win to start January against the Hawks, 37 points, 14 rebounds, and 16 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 17 for Clay, 15 for Dante DiVincenzo. So we move on into January. So we'll do all of January into February. So we'll go from January 2nd to February 4th. So I've got a 31-7 record as of now. So we'll simulate through. We take a win against Detroit, a win against the Magic, then take a loss to the Suns, then a win against the Spurs, a win against Chicago, and then lose to Washington on January 16th. So we'll check these few games out. So we'll check the win against Detroit, 53 points, 17 rebounds, and 13 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 19 for Dante DiVincenzo, 19 for Jalen Duren, Cade Cunningham with 18. Then the win over the Magic, 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists for Jordan Poole, but he fouled out, so I got a double-double. 24 for Clay, 19 for Paolo Banchero, 17 for Markelle Fultz. Then the loss against the Suns, 26 for Wiggins, 23 points, 22 rebounds, and 14 assists for Jordan Poole. So a triple-double, 21 for Clay, 35 for Devin Booker, 27 for KD, and 13 for DeAndre Ayton. And then the win against the Spurs, 16 for Tyus Jones, 16 for Roby, 41 points, 23 rebounds, and 11 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 18 for Wiggins, 18 for Clay, 13 for Wiggins. And then January 15th game against the Bulls, 24 for DeRozan, 24 for Vucevic, 22 for Zach LaVine. And 32 points coming from Clay. Jordan Poole with 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. Andrew Wiggins with 19, so Jordan Poole gets another double-double, but he fouled out. And then the loss against Washington, 24 for Bradley Beal, 20 for Gafford, 19 for Kuzma. 37 points, 18 rebounds, and 12 assists for 6'10" Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 24 for Clay and 17 for Kuminga. So that's that. So then we'll simulate from January 16th to February 4th. So we'll get that simulation done now. So we'll get into the simulation now. So we'll simulate through to February 4th. So we end up taking the win against Boston, a win against the Cavs, a win against the Nets, a win against Memphis, a win against the Raptors, and to finish off January, we get a win against OKC. So then we'll simulate to February 4th. We take a win to start February against Minnesota, win against the Nuggets, and win against the Mavs. So we'll check the win against the Celtics. 29 for Brogdon, 27 for Jaylen Brown, 27 points for Tatum, 42 points, 14 rebounds, and 14 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 38 points coming from Klay Thompson and Andrew Wiggins with 16. Then the win against the Cavs, 20 for Donovan Mitchell, 17 for Darius Garland, 16 points and 12 rebounds for Jared Allen, so a double-double. 32 points, 22 rebounds, and 20 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 25 for Clay, 21 for Wiggins. Then the win against Brooklyn, 43 points, 18 rebounds, and 19 assists for Jordan Poole. 25 coming from Klay Thompson, 22 for Nick Claxton, 16 for Spencer Dinwiddie. Then move on to the win against Memphis. 32 points, 15 rebounds, and 15 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 18 for Clay and Jonathan Kuminga. Ja Morant with 23 points and 10 assists, so double-double. 17 for Tyus Jones. Then the win against Toronto. 23 points for Clay, 16 for Wiggins, 15 points, 17 rebounds, and 12 assists for Jordan Poole, shooting 7 of 17, so another triple-double. 14 for Fred VanVleet, 12 for Jacob Poletti, Precious Achiuwa with 11. Then the win against OKC, 33 for SGA, 24 for Lou Dort, 19 for Josh Giddey. 41 points, 16 rebounds, and 13 assists coming from Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. Perfect from the free throw line, going 10 for 10 with 8 blocks. Klay Thompson with 29. And then the win against Minnesota, 30-piece coming from Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns with 25. 31 points, 24 rebounds, and 12 assists from Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 18 for Klay Thompson and 18 for Andrew Wiggins. Then the win against Denver, 14 for Jokic, 12 for MPJ, 10 points and 10 assists for Jamal Murray, so a double-double. 45 points, 23 rebounds, and 12 assists coming from 6'10" Jordan Poole, shooting 17 of 30 from the field. 24 points for Klay Thompson. In the 2-point win against the Mavs, 31 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double. 20 for Jonathan Kuminga, 19 points for Christian Wood, 18 for Kyrie Irving, 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 13 assists for Luka Doncic, so a triple-double. So we move on into February, late February. So we go from February 6th to February 28th. So they'll do all of All-Star as well. So we'll simulate through. We'll start the simulation, skip the captain's draft. We get the win against OKC, the win against Portland, a win against the Lakers, a win against Washington, and a win against LA Clippers. Mind my dog, man, because it's getting into her feed time and she's starting to annoy me for her food. But we ended up doing from February 6th to February 14th. So check out these wins real quick. Check out the win against OKC. 46 points, 16 rebounds, and 11 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 22 for Clay, 12 points and 11 assists for Draymond Green, so a double-double. 35 for SGA, Aleksej Pokusevski with 14. Then the win against Portland, 25 for Jeremy Grant, 20 for Andrew Simons. 39 points, 23 rebounds, and 12 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 24 for Clay and 23 for Dante DiVincenzo. Then the win against LA, 36 points, 17 rebounds, and 11 assists coming from Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 16 for Clay, Draymond Green with 14. 27 points and 11 rebounds for Anthony Davis. LeBron struggled with only 13 points, shooting 3 of 11 from the field. And in the win against Washington, 42 points, 21 rebounds, and 16 assists coming from Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 24 for Clay, 26 for Bradley Beal, 17 for Porzingis. And then the win against the Clippers, 20 for Paul George, 14 for Kawhi, Zubac with 13, 35 points and 22 rebounds and 8 assists to go with 9 blocks for Jordan Poole, so another double-double. 25 for Clay, 21 points and 10 rebounds for Wiggins, so another double-double. So we'll simulate through All-Star, so we'll go to February 28th, so we'll simulate through. So there's the All-Star games done. We then come out of All-Star and lose to the Lakers, then win against the Rockets, then lose to Minnesota, and then we finish February with a win over Portland. So we'll check the Rising Stars game. Paolo top scored with 17, Franz Wagner top scored with 25, and the World gets the win. World team gets the win, and it's Team Jordan against Team Joel. So Jordan Poole's team ends up winning 124 to 115. 23 for Joel Embiid, 26 for Giannis. Jordan Poole managed 13 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists. Move on to a loss against Lakers coming out of All-Star game. 31 points and 11 rebounds for Anthony Davis, so a double-double. 29 points and 12 rebounds for LeBron, so a double-double. 20 for D'Angelo Russell. 16 points and 10 rebounds for Mo Bamba, so a double-double. 54 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists coming from Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 16 for Kuminga, 15 for Wiggins. Then the win against the Rockets, 24 points, 23 rebounds, and 12 assists, so a triple-double. 16 for Clay, 17 for Christopher, 13 for Jalen Green. And then the 1-point loss to the Timberwolves, 33 points, 14 rebounds, and 12 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 28 for Clay, 31 for Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards with 24. And then the win against Portland to finish February, 29 points, 17 rebounds, and 11 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 23 for Wiggins, 19 for Clay. And then we go on to Clay with 19, Dante DiVincenzo with 19. And then Jonathan Kuminga only managed 14. And in the Trailblazers, we got Dame Lillard with 23, Jeremy Grant with only 15. And then we move into March, so we're 51 and 11 going into March. So we go from March 1st to March 26th, so we'll simulate through. We don't care about the contract extension, we'll simulate through. We take a win against, to start March, we take a win against the Clippers, win against New Orleans, win against the Lakers, win against OKC, lose to Memphis, lose to Milwaukee, then get the win over the Suns, win over Clippers, win over the Hawks, lose to Memphis, win over the Rockets, win over the Mavs, win over the 76ers, and March 26th we get the win over Minnesota. So now got a 62 win and 14 losses as of March 26th. So check the win against the Clippers. 36 points, 10 rebounds, and 13 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 25 for Clay, 22 for Jonathan Kuminga, 33 for Kawhi, Paul George with 27, and Russell Westbrook with 14. Then the win against New Orleans, 34 points, 19 rebounds, and 15 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. Clay with 30, Gary Payton with 19, 26 for Brandon Ingram. Then the win against the Lakers, 16 points for Anthony Davis, 10 points apiece for Rui Hachimura, Lonnie Walker, and Reeves. LeBron struggled with only 8 points, 29 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double. Klay Thompson with 26. And then the win against OKC, 24 for SGA, Josh Giddey with 21 and 11 assists, so a double-double. 35 points, 22 rebounds, and 15 assists for 6'10" Jordan Poole. Klay Thompson with 21, so Jordan Poole's got another triple-double. And then the loss to Memphis, Desmond Bane with 31, Ja Morant with 25. 48 points and 10 rebounds and 5 assists coming from Jordan Poole, so another double-double. 15 for Clay, 12 for Jonathan Kuminga. We move on to the loss against the Bucks. 34 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists for Jordan Poole, but he fouled out, so double-double. Klay Thompson with 27, Wiggins with 13. 22 for Middleton, Jrue Holiday with 21, Giannis Antetokounmpo with 17 points, 13 rebounds, and 12 assists. So he gets himself a triple-double. And we take the win against the Suns, 42 points and 14 rebounds and 9 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double. 27 for Clay, 20 points and 12 rebounds for DeAndre Ayton, so double-double. 18 for KD, 16 for Booker. And then we move on to the win against the Clippers. 27 for Kawhi, 17 points and 10 rebounds for Zubac, so a double-double. 16 for Paul George, 25 for Klay Thompson, 21 points, 10 rebounds and 9 assists for Jordan Poole, but he fouled out for a double-double. And then the win against Atlanta, 24 points and 12 assists for Trae Young, 19 points for Jonte Murray, so Trae Young with a double-double, 63 points, 21 rebounds and 9 assists coming from Jordan Poole, so another double-double, shooting 10 of 10 from the free throw, 22 for Klay Thompson. Then the loss to Memphis, 29 for Ja Morant, 21 for Desmond Bane, 47 points, 19 rebounds and 6 assists for Jordan Poole, so another double-double, 19 for Klay. And then the win against the Rockets, 23 for Seagun, 18 for Tate, 13 for Eason, 35 points, 20 rebounds and 9 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double, 17 for Klay. Then the win against the Mavs, 27 points, 13 rebounds and 11 assists for Luka Doncic, so a triple-double, 23 for Christian Wood, 33 for Klay Thompson. Jordan Poole with 31 points, 21 rebounds and 14 assists, so a triple-double. Move on to the win against the 76ers. 23 points, 14 rebounds and 15 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 21 for Klay, 19 for Wiggins, 26 for Harden, 25 for Embiid. In the win against Minnesota, 38 points and 22 rebounds and 7 assists for Jordan Poole, so another double-double. 24 for Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson with 22. And move on to Karl Anthony Towns with 38, Anthony Edwards with only 27. So then we move on and we'll do the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. So simulate the last 5 games. We take the win against New Orleans, 26 points for Jonathan Kuminga, 23 for Klay Thompson, 21 points, 17 rebounds and 10 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. 21 for CJ McCollum, 20 for Brandon Ingram. Then we simulate to April 7th, so we'll simulate through. We take the win against the Spurs, lose to the Denver Nuggets, win against OKC, and then lose to Sacramento. So check the win against the Spurs, 35 points and 18 rebounds and 8 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double. 13 points only coming from Klay, 14 for Roby, 12 for Jones, and 12 for Vassell. Then the loss to Denver, 44 points and 12 rebounds for Nikola Jokic, so a double-double. 23 for Jamal Murray, 42 points and 20 rebounds for Jordan Poole, so a double-double to go alongside with 7 assists. 26 for Klay, 13 for Wiggins. Then the win against OKC, 35 points, 16 rebounds and 11 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 28 points for Klay, 27 points for SGA, 15 for Dario Saric. Then the loss to Sacramento, 21 points and 10 rebounds for De'Aaron Fox, so a double-double. 21 for Malik Monk, 34 points, 19 rebounds and 9 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double. 23 for Klay Thompson. Got a 65 win record and 16 loss record going into the last game. We end up with a win, so it's going to be 66 wins and 16 losses. So Jordan Poole gets MVP at 6'10", with 34.5 points per game, 16.4 rebounds per game, and 10.6 assists per game. So he's averaging a triple-double, shooting 56% from the field, 43% from free, and 98.5% from the free throw line. Jalen Duran got Rookie of the Year. Tyler Hero, 6th Man of the Year. Jordan Poole also got Defensive Player of the Year at 6'10". And Jordan Poole also got Most Improved Player at 6'10", so he walks away with 3 trophies. Steve Kerr gets Coach of the Year with a record of 66 and 16, so we'll advance on. So all NBA first team is Jordan Poole, Luka Doncic, Giannis, LeBron, and Nikola Jokic. All NBA second team is Ja Morant, James Harden, Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, and Embiid. All NBA third team, Trae Young, SGA, Julius Randle, Kevin Durant, and Anthony Davis. All defensive first team is Jordan Poole, Luka Doncic, Giannis, Evan Mobley, and Joel Embiid. All defensive second team is Lonzo Ball, SGA, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jimmy Butler, and Anthony Davis. All rookie first team is Jalen Duran, Walker Kessler, Paolo Banchero, Jaden Ivey, and Chet Holmgren. And then the all rookie second team is Tao Eason, Keegan Murray, Mark Williams, Jeremy Sohan, and Jabari Smith Jr. So we'll move on. So we'll do the play-in. So we'll simulate the play-in. So Golden State with Jordan Poole being 6'10", 99 overall at the point guard position. We end up with the first seed with a 66 win record and 16 losses. So it's going to be Golden State against Minnesota, Denver, New Orleans, Battle of LA, Dallas, Memphis, Atlanta, Milwaukee, Miami, Boston, Philly, Chicago, and Cleveland, New York. So we'll get into the first game between Minnesota and Golden State. So simulate game one. Golden State takes game one, 126-96. Jordan Poole with 32 points, 13 rebounds, and 12 assists to go along with 8 blocks, so another triple-double. 30 points for Clay, 21 for Kuminga, 22 for Karl Towns, 15 for Naz Reid. Move on to game two, and we'll simulate game two. And Golden State are up 2-0, 139-120. A 40-piece with 15 rebounds and 8 assists for Jordan Poole, so a double-double. A 30-piece for Klay Thompson, 28 for Anthony Edwards, 19 for Karl Anthony Towns. Move on to game three, and we'll simulate game three. And Minnesota come back in game three and take the 137-115 win. 34 for Karl Anthony Towns, 25 for Anthony Edwards, 28 for Andrew Wiggins, 26 for Clay, 19 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 assists for Jordan Poole, so another triple-double. Move on to game four. We'll simulate game four. And Minnesota have come back to fight their way back into this, and they've leveled the series 2-2. 140-123 win, 32 for Anthony Edwards, 30 for Naz Reid, 29 points and 10 rebounds for Anthony Towns, so double-double, 29 for Klay Thompson, 26 points for Jordan Poole with 4 rebounds and 4 assists, but he fouled out. So move on to game 5, we'll simulate game 5, and Minnesota have taken a 3-2 lead, 130-119. 45 points, 18 rebounds, and 9 assists for Jordan Poole, so another double-double. 19 for Kuminga, Dante DiVincenzo with 17. 30 for Anthony Edwards, 24 points and 16 rebounds for Karl Anthony Towns, so another double-double. So move on to game 6, and we'll simulate game 6. And Golden State do come back in game 6 and take the 3-3 draw. 139-99 win. Anthony Edwards with 37, to Anthony Towns with 21, 53 points, 14 rebounds, and 13 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double, 26 coming from Clay. So we go on to Game 7, and it's win or go home. So we'll simulate Game 7, and Golden State end up getting the win in Game 7, 142-114. So they got that done. Jordan Poole with 41 points, 15 rebounds, and 15 assists to put the series away. So a triple-double, 24 for Wiggins and 23 for Clay. 30 for Anthony Edwards, 24 for Karl Anthony Towns. So move on, and it's Golden State, Denver, LA, Memphis, Boston, Milwaukee, and Philly, New York. So we'll move on to round 2, and we'll simulate game 1. And Golden State take game 1, 108-97. 35 points, 17 rebounds, and 14 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. Wiggins with 16, 21 points and 10 rebounds for Nikola Jokic, so a double-double, and 15 for Jamal Murray. So move on and simulate game 2. And Golden State have gone up to a 2-0 lead, 116-108. 26 for Clay, 20 for Wiggins. Jordan Poole with 17 points, 13 rebounds, and 15 assists, so a triple-double. 26 for Jamal Murray, 25 for Jokic. So move on to Game 3 and we'll simulate Game 3. And Denver come back in Game 3 and take the 133 to 108 win. Nikola Jokic with 31 points, 11 rebounds and 11 assists, so triple-double. 28 for Jamal Murray. So, and then, no. I went to check the box score. 32 for Clay, 26 points and 21 rebounds and 6 assists for Jordan Poole, so double-double. And 22 for Wiggins. So move on to Game 4. We'll simulate Game 4. And Golden State take Game 4 to increase the lead to a 3-1 lead. 129 to 109. 28 for Jamal Murray, 19 points and 10 assists for Nikola Jokic, so double-double. 39 points, 27 rebounds and 10 assists for Jordan Poole, so triple-double. 35 for Clay. Move on to Game 5, so simulate Game 5. And Golden State winning 5 against Denver, end up beating them 4-1. Take the 127-114 win. A 40-piece with 27 rebounds and 14 assists for Jordan Poole, shooting perfect from the free throw, 7 of 7. So another triple-double with 21 coming from Clay and 21 from Jonathan Kuminga. 32 for Jokic and 19 for Jamal Murray. So now we'll simulate the round. So it's going to be Golden State against Memphis and Boston against New York. So we'll get into the finals of Golden State versus Memphis. So we'll simulate Game 1. And Golden State take Game 1, 118 to 113. It went to overtime though. 38 for Clay, 21 for Wiggins. Jordan Poole fouled out with 8 points, 5 rebounds and 9 assists. And Draymond Green also fouled out. 34 for Ja, 17 for Desmond Bane. So move on to Game 2 and we'll simulate Game 2 of the finals. Golden State take a 2-0 lead, 130 to 109. Klay Thompson with 34. Jordan Poole comes back with 27 points, 21 rebounds and 14 assists and 8 blocks, so a triple-double. 15 for Dante DiVincenzo. 34 for Ja Morant, 19 for Desmond Bane, 16 for Jaren Jackson Jr. So move on to Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals. So simulate Game 3. And Golden State are up 3-0. 128 to 101 win. 27 for Ja, 13 for Jaren Jackson Jr., 42 points, 22 rebounds and 12 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 24 for Clay, 22 for Andrew Wiggins. So move on to Game 4. Can Memphis steal one? We'll simulate Game 4. And Golden State end up winning it 4-0 in the Western Conference Finals. Western Conference Finals MVP goes to Jordan Poole, so it's another trophy for him. So let's take the 132 to 116 win. 43 for Ja Morant, Desmond Bane with only 16. 38 points, 19 rebounds and 12 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 30 for Clay, 24 for Andrew Wiggins. So move on to Warriors and Celtics in the final. So simulate Game 1. And Warriors take Game 1, 122 to 112. 34 points, 19 rebounds and 12 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 32 for Clay, 30 for Tatum, 15 for Jaylen Brown. We'll move on to Game 2 of the finals. We'll simulate Game 2. And the Celtics drew level 1-1. They take the 134 to 132 win. Jordan Poole with 41 points, 7 rebounds and 17 assists, so double-double. 24 for Wiggins, 20 for Clay, 32 points and 10 rebounds for Tatum, 23 points for Jaylen Brown, 20 for Brogdon. Move on to Game 3 and we'll simulate Game 3. And Warriors come back in Game 3 to take the 2-1 lead, 143 to 127. 33 points and 11 rebounds for Tatum, so a double-double. 22 for Brogdon. 45 points, 19 rebounds and 10 assists for Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 32 for Clay, 24 for Wiggins. Move on to Game 4. We'll simulate Game 4 of the finals. And Warriors up 3-1, 126 to 108. 23 points and 14 rebounds for Tatum, so a double-double. 18 points and 10 assists for Jaylen Brown, so a double-double. 46 points, 22 rebounds, and 13 assists coming from 6'10 Jordan Poole, so a triple-double. 25 for Clay. We move on to Game 5, and we'll simulate Game 5. And Celtics keep themselves alive. They take the 131-130 win. 51 points, 13 rebounds, and 17 assists from Jordan Poole. 21 for Clay, so a triple-double for Jordan Poole. 36 for Tatum and 32 for Jaylen Brown. Move on to Game 6, and we'll simulate Game 6. And Golden State Warriors with 6'10 Jordan Poole. 99 overall, 6'10 Jordan Poole gets Finals MVP. So he ends up winning. So with 6'10 Jordan Poole, 99 overall, he ends up taking the Golden State Warriors all the way to a 66 win and 16 losses. Then takes them to the playoffs to the first seed. Ends up beating Minnesota in 7, beats Denver in 5, beats Memphis in 4, and end up beating the Celtics in 6. And also Jordan Poole walked away with Most Improved, MVP of the season, and Defensive Player of the Year. And he also got Finals MVP for Western Conference Finals, and he also got the NBA Finals MVP, plus also the NBA trophy. So that's 6 trophies that end up going to him. As that's another video wrapped up. And as for all you viewers that are watching this video and enjoying it, don't forget to hit that like button. And for all you new viewers out there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as I'm on that road to 1,300 subscribers. And I appreciate every single one of you that hits that subscribe button, as that's another video in the book. And that's NZ Blasian out. And we'll catch you in the next episode. NZ Blasian out.